back again for segment number 3 of the conversations that go on between our soul and myself, or you just tuned in to number 3. Well, I'm Dr. Bob, and we are now talking on the third segment of conversations that go on with my soul, which is your soul, and God. And it's number 29 in the Footladder of Notes Divine. This is a book of messages over the years that God was dictating to me, in which He gets my soul to talk so that I can hear it, and He talks also so that I can hear Him. And you'll find it on our website, Christian Laity Foundation, L-A-I-T-Y. You know how to spell Christian and foundation. And it's laity in the middle, and laity just means followers or people. ChristianLaityFoundation.org, and you'll find this there so that you can look at it later, or maybe you're going to want to ask questions, and you'll be able to do an email or a phone call, whatever God is going to dictate for you to do, because we're here to support you. Well, we've done 2 of, so far, what the soul has done. In the first one, my soul surrendered itself to God. Help yourself. In the second one, my soul says, excuse me, God, but would you now mind telling me what I'm going to get involved in now that I have surrendered? And the third one that we're doing now, which is number 29, is God's answer to the concerns and questions of my soul. You remember my soul asked, what task, what mire, what unfold am I going to go through because I gave myself to you, in verse number 27. So we're into verse 29 from the Footladder of Notes Divine, and here goes God after my soul. O mired soul. I'll do it again. O mired soul, mired, that you're stuck. And He knows my soul is now stuck. It's gotten to a point where, whoops, my soul has stopped and is asking questions again. O mired soul, askance. It's a mess. It's in all different places. O mired soul, askance of depths and hollows untrue to you. That's He's describing where this world is and what we're doing in this world. Because my soul is asking, let's get our act straightened out here, please. O mired soul, askance of depths and hollows untrue to you. This world is not true of us. We are in an untrue world, meaning God had nothing to do with creation of this world, had nothing to do with us coming into this world, untrue to you. Since God made us and something's untrue to me, it's untrue to God. And that's for another discussion. Well, what's true? How do you find what's true? Yeah. Not this time. But you're certainly very, very legitimate in asking, where are those answers? And we put a lot of those videos up, and so you might even already find them, in why this world has nothing to do with the real us and the real God. So he states, O mired soul stuck in the mud, askance of depths and hollows, of depths just sunk into it, right up to our jawbone, and hollows, emptiness. We're in holes, empty, hollow, nothing real about it, hollow. O mired soul, you're stuck in depths and hollows, untrue to you. This is what God's saying. Very frank God, isn't it? You notice, by the way, that He hasn't called my soul a meatball? Do you notice that? Nothing of knocking Him. It doesn't start off, oh, you meatball, mired soul. It doesn't say this. Just as saying, frankly, what has happened, because we've moved away from letting God have us. We've moved away from it. And we're in trouble because we're now involved in something less than if we were one with God, O mired soul, askance of depths and hollows untrue to you. And now he asks a question. Wouldst not thee have tried and true blooms blossomed? He's going to use a flowery product here in order to describe what he can deliver. Wouldst not thee have tried and true blooms, the fruit of the vine? Would you not have tried and true blooms blossomed in your life? He can get you to the point where you can now experience the true flower of God that you are. He can have you recover the awareness of the marvelous bloom that blossomed when he created you, when God made you. God can make you aware of that. You remember it from number 27, that your grandeur, and God cleanses it so that you can see it and become aware of it. That's what he's talking here in 29, that you are a bloom blossom. You are a grandeur. Of course you are. What do you think God makes? He makes great beauty, like God himself. And you are a great godly bloom blossomed when he created you. Wouldst not thee have it? Would not you want it? Because you're asking all these uncertainties, and I want to assure you that what I'm doing is that I return you to being my bloom blossomed. And then he adds, reminding us where we're at, writhing about when falling to such depths unclear that fulfill naught. That's where you're at. That's why you're questioning things. I give to you a bloom that blossoms after you have fallen to a depth where everything is unclear and it fulfills nothing. You feel unfulfilled. You're right. You're right. That's why your soul is coming. Tried it out. It doesn't fit you. You are a bloom that fulfills naught. You fulfill naught. And God is saying, I can do this. I can give you a bloom blossomed. And then he adds, but tender steps await the man that blossoms true. Tender steps await. He's going to take you slow, very gentle, but he's going to be doing it. Tender steps. He's not going to treat you harshly. He's not going to overwhelm you. Tender steps await the man or woman. It's just mentioned in the masculine. But tender steps await the man that blossoms true. That blossoms true. We do this with you. And then he asks you the next question. Most holy soul, listen to that one. Most holy soul, you, no, not him, you, most holy soul, most holy soul. You didn't think that of yourself, huh? God says, your most holy soul, my beloved child, most holy soul. Question, Lord, oh, thank you for calling me a most holy soul. Very, very kind of you. Maybe you're buttering me up. Are you kidding? I mean, look at the mess that I'm in, and you're calling me most holy soul, Lord. I mean, I can't believe it. Legitimate questioning. It's fair of you to question God when God says these things of you. He's saying these things because he knows you don't know it, and he has to inform you of why he works so tenderly, so devotedly, because you are the extension of God. You are part of God. God is you. You are God. You are a unity with each other than the fact that God is the original creator and not you. That's the one thing you're not, but everything else you are. Most holy soul. And he said, would this thee have, this mark of you so true, so true? Would you want to feel that most holy soul That is you, that is your true blossom. Most holy soul, would this thee have? You hear the poetry of it. It's so pretty. Yeah, your soul understands it. Don't worry about it if your head is slow in taking it in. Most holy soul, would this thee have, this mark of you, this mark, this beingness, this holy soul, so true, oh, so true of you. Do you want it? Would you want it? And so maybe you say, yes, yes, I'm game, I'm game. Well, Lord, I don't know, I'm uncertain about this more. Look, can you help me more before we go any further? Please, I want to stop here at this point. Please, I feel uneasy because I don't know what this is going to mean. So help me. Fair, legit. Maybe you say, okay, turn off healing aspirations. Let's talk about this. We'll go into prayer. Or I don't know. You know computers better than me. Maybe you push a button and you stop the healing aspirations at this moment. You pick it up later and you turn to God and say, okay, please, need help. Can I continue with this? Do you want me to continue with this? Do you help me feel safe to be able to do this? Can I feel comfortable doing it? Legit, 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 legit. And by the way, if he says, turn it off, it means he's got something elsewhere, somehow that's better. And that's okay. You went this far, and we helped you this far. So don't feel guilt-ridden or anything, or feel that you did something improper to us. If you're following God, God knows the direction. Maybe it's 10 lines from number 29, and then God has to take you elsewhere, or God's going to say, we continue, and he reassures you to continue. So on we go. He's going to now tell you, my love, make fulfilled this mind of yours by making it full of me. Make of me, indentured be, in plain words, being your servant. You will get my mind, which will clarify all of these issues. Make fulleth of me, man or slave, whatever it's going to be, becoming this, because that is the true relatedness between us. That in the oneness with me, when you commit yourself to me, you are in the fullest bloom, the fullest freedom that you're experiencing now. Bless your hearts, bless your heart, bless your hearts, dear listener and viewer. Bless your hearts, a treasure. This is a treasure. It did it for me. Been going on with me for 12 years, these statements. It did it for me. May it do it for you. And I send you my love. Amen.